Alfred Tennyson was an English poet. He was the poet laureate during much of Queen Victoria's reign and remains one of the most popular British poets. In 1829, Tennyson was awarded the Chancellor's Gold Medal at Cambridge for one of his first pieces, Timbuktu. He published his first solo collection of poems chiefly lyrical, in 1830. Claribel and Mariana, which remains some of Tennyson's most celebrated poems. Tennyson, 19 November 1852, 6 October 1892, Poet Laureate of United Kingdom. Monarch Victoria, preceded by William Wordsworth and succeeded by Alfred Austin. Born on 6th August 1809, died on 6th October 1892. Resting place is Westminster Abbey. Ulysses. About the poem. Written in 1833 and published in 1842. It is written in the form of dramatic monologue. Ulysses is also called by the name Odysseus in Greek literature. He is a hero in Homer's epic poem like Iliad and Odyssey. Facing old age, mythical hero Ulysses describes his discontent and restlessness upon returning to his kingdom, Ithaca, after his war-ranging travels. Despite his reunion with his wife Penelope and his son Telemachus, Ulysses yearns to explore again. Main theme of the poem: fulfillment of life. Ulysses is not satisfied with the kind of ideal life he leads after his return from the Trojan Wars. For him, life is not just the accumulation of years, life piled on life. It is the accumulation of experiences and knowledge which come through hard work. Life void of action and adventure leads to decay, while an active life makes one excel and shine. How dull it is to pause, to make an end, to rest unburnished, not to shine in use. Ulysses is keen to go on living life to full. Analysis of the poem. Blank verse. The poem is written in blank verse or unrhymed iambic pentameter. Dramatic monologue. The dramatic monologue is a poetic form in which the speaker of the poem is a character, distinct from the poet, addresses a silent listener, revealing his or her character in a certain situation. The Victorian period is the high point of this time, of this form. It is commonly used by Tennyson, Robert Browning, Matthew Arnold, and others. Ulysses is spoken by Ulysses, addressing an unidentified listener on his fellow mariners, expressing his discontent about living without adventure. Exploration and colonization. The poem is often claimed to be a piece of propaganda for imperialism, encouraging the British to go out and capture the world. Ulysses is a representative of the spirit of imperialism during the Victorian period. Ulysses' son, on the other hand, represents the other side of managing the vast empire, taming and subduing the savage nations under the British control. The poem glorifies the life battles and conquest. Ulysses persuades the mariners to continue the mission of conquering new territories, to enlarge the empire, and to fulfill Britain's obligation to rule and culture the rest of the world. Important quotes from the poem Ulysses. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone, on shore, and when through cuding drifts the rainy Hyads vexed the dim sea. In Ulysses explains his feelings of restlessness. After roaming for years after the fall of Troy, he arrived home to Ithaca and ruled his land for several years. But now he feels anxious to set off for adventure once again. He enjoys all aspects of adventure equally. Even suffering feels enjoyable because pain reminds him that he is living life to the fullest. After many years of travel and near death experiences, most men would be thrilled to relax upon a thorn until their old age. But Ulysses is not like most men. Ulysses craves adventure. Second quote. I become a name for always, roaming with a hungry heart. Much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments, myself not list, but honored of them all. Explanation. While sitting on a throne in Ithaca, Ulysses, in his eponymous poem, admits that he misses the adventure and variety of visiting new places and meeting new people. However, from these lines, readers might infer that what Ulysses misses the most are the honor and respect given to him by the foreign leaders he visits. Ulysses feels eager to get back to his adventurous life, then, at least in part, to renew and boost his own personal fame, which may be fading in his olden days. While it were for some 3 sons to store and hoard myself, and this grey spirit yearning in desire to follow knowledge like a sinking star, beyond the utmost bound of human thought. Explanation for these lines. In these lines from Ulysses, the hero gives his thirst for adventure a more elevated course than fame. The desire for knowledge, particularly the knowledge of things yet unknown. The idea that such discoveries await while he sits idly make Ulysses positively disgusted, especially give that his time left on earth seems short. His description of knowledge as a star acknowledges that he will never know all and also presages how Ulysses actually dies on this upcoming adventure. Next quote. Old age hath yet his honor and his toil. Death closes all, but something Ere and end. Some work of noble not may yet be done, not unbecoming men that strove with gods. Explanation. In these lines from Ulysses, Ulysses addresses his former crew, trying to convince them to join his new adventure. He appeals to their pride, reminding them that they once strove with gods during the Trojan War. He also appeals to their desire to stave off old age by continuing to perform noble work. The poet showcases Ulysses' legendary gift for persuasion here. According to an ancient poem titled Telegony, Ulysses does convince the men to join him. Thank you.